What's up, Jets fans? It's Christian from the Jets Report. And today, I'm going to be coming at you guys with my video breaking down the Jets vs. Patriots Week 2 matchup and talking about the keys of the game and how the Jets could get a win in their home opener. But before we get into that, I want to let you know you can follow me on Twitter at Jets_CP. I love interacting with fans, especially on game day. I can't wait to see a bunch of fans at Week 2, which I will be attending. And I just love seeing your guys' takes on Twitter. So if you want to go give me a follow at Jets_CP, it'll really mean a lot, and let's get into the video. To start off, I want to talk about the Patriots Week 1 loss, where they fell to the hands of the Dolphins, 17-16. It was a really tough loss to lose at home Week 1 against a division rival, but there were some bright spots from that win, and I kind of want to break it down before we get into them playing the Jets. And obviously, all eyes were on Mac Jones this game. Coming out of the same draft class as Zach Wilson, the rookie quarterback went 29 for 39 for 281 yards and 1 touchdown. Obviously, the stats don't really jump off the stat sheet, but he kept his team in the game. He didn't really do anything to hurt the team, and he looked really solid and really consistent throughout this game. And he even flashed with some good throws, good pocket awareness, and he really had a couple nice throws. And I think Mac Jones has a real opportunity to be a good quarterback in this league. And I can't wait to see about how he matches up with our guy, Zach Wilson, in Week 2. Should be an awesome storyline that I'll talk about later. But to really talk about how the Patriots ran their offense in this game, they really simplified it for Mac Jones. They ran a lot of 2 tight end sets. They ran the ball a lot, rushing for 125 yards, finishing 12th in the NFL last week against a really good Dolphins defense. So, they definitely had an identity. They wanted to run the football up the middle, do some play action, get their 2 good tight ends that they signed this offseason involved, and really make it simple for Mac Jones. And they did just that. But they did have a lot of uncharacteristic Patriot plays that cost them this game. They had a bunch of turnovers and a bunch of penalties. I know Damian Harris had a fumble. They had a couple other turnovers. And it really cost them this game because I really think they should have won this game. I think they were the better team. And I was really shocked that the Patriots lost the game this way because normally I'm so used to them playing clean, fundamental football under Bill Belichick. And it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back this week against the Jets. Before we get into breaking down both sides of the ball on the offense and the defense for the Jets and how they could win this game, I want to talk about something that's obvious, and that's Bill Belichick versus rookie quarterbacks. As many football fans know, Bill Belichick is very good against rookie quarterbacks historically. He's probably the best coach to ever do it against rookie quarterbacks. He really finds ways to shut them down, rattle them, and really make them feel uncomfortable. And obviously that leads to a lot of wins. Bill Belichick has never lost a game at home to a rookie quarterback. He's always found a way to rattle them, whether it's blitz packages, cover zero like he did against Sam Darnold. That one, I think it was a Monday night game where Sam Darnold said he was seeing ghosts on the sideline. Probably his worst start of his NFL career. He really fooled Sam Darnold there. I'm pretty sure he threw 4 interceptions. And just historically, he's very good against rookie and young quarterbacks. So, it's going to be a big test for Zach Wilson. But one thing I do want to note is Bill Belichick is a little worse against rookie quarterbacks away from Gillette Stadium. He's 8-6 in his career. So obviously winning record, but he is still beatable. And I want to talk about ways that Zach Wilson and the Jets can exploit this and hopefully get a win against Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Now enough talk about the Patriots. Let's talk about how this Jets defense can really slow down this Patriots offense and make Mac Jones feel uncomfortable and try to come out of the home opener with a win. Obviously, I'm expecting Bill Belichick to come with a similar attack as they did against the Dolphins Week 1, keeping it very simple for Mac Jones, especially playing his first away game and only his second career game. I'm expecting a run-heavy, double tight end, short check-down pass offense, kind of tailor-made for a rookie quarterback just trying to manage the game and get experience. And I think the Jets really need to take advantage of this and really make Mac Jones feel uncomfortable. And the first way we have to do that is taking away the run game. Obviously, we saw Zach Wilson without a run game in Carolina, and there was a lot of pressure on him in his first game as a rookie. We only rushed for 45 yards last week, and Zach Wilson was just dropping back every play, taking a lot of hits and trying to make the hero throws. And he did succeed in some of them, but it was just tough for him in Week 1. And we got to kind of make Mac Jones feel that same way. We have this huge, hyped-up defensive line, Quinton Williams, Sheldon Rankins, Foley Fatukasi, Jonathan Franklin Myers, a bunch of guys great against the run, and we really need to prove that big time at home. Take away the committee running back of Damian Harris, James White, Ramondre Stevenson. We're not playing that top tier running back like CMC. Obviously, Damian Harris, James White, they're respectable players, but they're not that top tier guy. And we got to take away that rushing attack and really limit them to short 1-2 yard runs and make Mac Jones throw on 3rd and long, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 8. Like stuff like that, we really got to make Mac Jones feel uncomfortable because that's where I think we can win the game. And that all starts off with the big guy, Quinnen Williams, had a really underperformed week 1, to say the least. I didn't even notice him out there on the field. He was playing close to an all-pro level talent last year, Pro Bowl level talent, and I think he's really got to prove that he could be that guy again this year and really have a big game. So he's kind of my pick to click on defense this week. I think he's going to have a big game and really show Jets fans who he is and how good he was from last year with all the fans in the stands. And I feel like, going to my next point, I feel like if we get Mac Jones on these 3rd and longs, that's where he's going to be at his weakest point. He's so good in the short passing game, really accurate guy, has good pocket presence, and he'll always find the check down, will always make that good medium to short yardage throw. And with these 2 tight ends that they have in Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, it could be a real problem for the Jets if they start getting to 3rd and short and 2nd and short, where they can make these short passes and get the quick, easy first downs and big chunk plays. And you saw that week 1 against the Dolphins, where Hunter Henry went for 3 receptions for 31 yards, and Jonnu Smith went for 5 receptions for 42 yards. We can't have that. We can't have them combined for almost 80 yards in receptions, and I think we need a big game from C.J. Mosley and the rest of the rookie linebackers that are left out there with Jamie Sherwood with the injury. I think C.J. Mosley has to be that veteran presence in the middle, really hold it down. Jets gave him a big contract. He's been great on the field when he's been on the field, which has been very rare. And I think he's going to put together a good season this year. And this is going to be a big test and a big motivational factor for him. And I think he has a big game, especially against a young quarterback. Mosley's such a smart player. I think he comes up with a couple big plays, and I think he's going to be one of the better guys on defense this week. But a huge question mark is who's playing alongside CJ Mosley. Obviously, we have Hamza Nasruddin getting the start. He was on a depth chart as a starter from all the way back in training camp. So, he's been getting good reps, and I have confidence in him. Obviously, there's going to be rookie mistakes, but I have confidence in him overall. And, hopefully he has a big week against these tight ends because we're going to need it from him. But then with Jamie Sherwood going down with the ankle injury last week, the other position is wide open. They brought in some other guys, some stragglers from free agency. Hopefully they step in and have a good week. Delshon Phillips did play pretty well last week when Jamie Sherwood went out, so maybe he gets a start. I'm not too sure who we're going to be starting. It might be kind of a rotation and see who plays best. But whoever it is, they're going to have to step in quick and fast and try to shut down these tight ends. Because once we start getting those 3rd and shorts and Mac Jones is making the short throws, I think it's really going to kill the Jets. It's going to be long possessions. They're going to score some points, and it's not going to be good. So we got to make sure we get them in 3rd and long and take away Mac Jones' tight ends. And I think we'll have an opportunity to succeed. And my last point is we have to get the pass rush. The Jets did not have a good pass rush. Obviously, we lost our huge guy in Carl Lawson, but that's no excuse going against the Panthers week 1, only getting 1 sack against a total terrible offensive line. They were missing starters. They were bad to begin with, and we only get 1 sack from Jonathan Franklin Myers. I know we were a little bit high in the quarterback pressures, and they were checking down a lot, so that number might be deflated a little bit, but we still need to get better than 1 sack. If we make Mac Jones feel rushed, like we saw Zach Wilson feel rushed in that first half of the Jets game, I think we have a real chance to succeed because Mac Jones isn't really the athletic type in the pocket. He's just going to stand there and make the accurate throw, get the ball out quick. So if we rush him, we could really force turnovers. I think it could be really big for the Jets. And now to finally talk about the Jets offense and how they could exploit this Patriots defense, all eyes will obviously be on the rookie quarterback, Zach Wilson, in his home debut in front of fans. I mean, the stadium's going to be rowdy. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to be live at the game. And I mean, the one thing the Jets need to do, the most important thing, if I don't see it, I'm going to be angry. I know all Jets fans are going to be angry. Offensive line needs to be better. I mean, they were terrible against the Panthers. Zach Wilson was getting hammered every play, especially in the first half. Countless sacks, he was getting rushed, no time to throw, and we can't have that. We need Zach Wilson on his feet. We need him playing well. We need him if you give Zach Wilson time, he looks so good. I mean, he was finding Corey Davis, Denzel Mims. I mean, it was great. It was awesome. but the offensive line needs to be better because then the offensive line also affects the running game, and we need to establish this running game. We can't have only 45 yards like last week against the Panthers and expect to win. We need to be closer over that 100-yard mark. Obviously, we have a committee. I really like Michael Carter. Hopefully, he has a strong second game. He flashed a little bit. He had a couple good runs. Ty Johnson, I expect to be used heavily. I think he's kind of that top guy in the committee. Obviously, it's a committee, so there's no clear number one, but I think he is kind of the main dominant guy. And I want to see a little bit less of Tevin Coleman. I know, obviously, he's the veteran, but I feel like I want to play the young guys already. And I think Tevin Coleman, he's not that great. I mean, he's solid, but I don't love him. So maybe we give Michael Carter more reps than Tevin Coleman. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But whatever it is, the Jets need to be able to buy Zach Wilson time and establish this run game. If we can't do it against Bill Belichick, who's going to be coming with a lot of blitzes, a lot of designed packages, kind of like really rushing Zach Wilson, moving parts on the defense, really trying to fool the rookie quarterback like he does so well. It's going to be a long day for him. So this offensive line needs to play well. It's going to be probably the most important factor of this game because they played so poorly last week. I know a bunch of the guys like Connor McGovern and Greg Van Volen, kind of the veterans on the line, are saying they're starting to gel together and they just need some time, but it's got to click quick, especially without Mekhi Becton. George Fant now gets moved over to left tackle. Moses gets to start at right tackle. Fant played really poorly week one. I'm really hoping he bounces back because we're going to need him big. But whatever it is, this offensive line needs to be better because it's going to affect both the passing game and the running game. But now digressing more to the passing game, one guy I absolutely love this week, I think he's going to click after a very quiet week one, is Elijah Moore. We heard too much hype about him in training camp. He had a couple drops last week where he really could have had a good game, especially that beautiful deep ball from Zach Wilson. I think it really clicks without the Patriots having Stephon Gilmore. They lack that number 2 corner. They obviously have J.C. Jackson, who'll probably be mainly on Corey Davis, who's our clear number 1, who I absolutely love, by the way. But I think Elijah Moore is going to have a big game. I think Mike LaFleur was talking about him all week throughout this week's practices. And I think they're going to have a couple cool design plays for him, and hopefully they click. And another big addition is we get Jamison Crowder and Keelan Cole back, 2 veteran receivers who are going to help out Zach Wilson so much. I love having weapons. And since we lack that true good tight end safety blanket, Jamison Crowder really is going to act like that for Zach Wilson, over the seams, short passes, yards after the catch, stuff I love, and I think it's really going to help out Zach Wilson. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. What are your predictions? Are you excited for this home opener? Are you guys going to be at the home opener? I'm super pumped, and as always, go Jets.